Hey guys, Philly Filmer back. Second video. Um, just as a forewarn, still don't have any editing software or screen capture software yet. Downloading some things, so you won't always have to stare at this mug. I will advance into other video making aspects. I used to be an amateur skateboard filmer. A little background on me: I used to be an amateur skateboard filmer. I had a Sony VX2100 Mark I depth lens. I was actually aspiring to be a pro skateboard filmer and actually had a couple opportunities, but um, decided to become a active truth seeker and spread knowledge. And you always look back on your past and glad, certain things you thought you regret, you don't. And I don't believe in regret, to begin with. Okay. But the topic of this video, it's a little secret because it seems not that many people have even heard of it, which surprised me because it's one of the first things I came across in during my flat Earth research and geocentricity research would be Airy's failure, and that's going to be the main topic of this video: Airy's failure. All right, so Airy, a little background on the experiment he conducted. Airy basically is trying to prove through this experiment whether we revolve around the sun or the stars and the heavenly bodies revolve around us. And the way he decided to prove that or find out, which one's which, he got two telescopes, filled them with water, put them at an angle. I think, what was it, 5 degrees, or hold on, what was it? I think it was 5 degrees. Anyway, tilt it 5 degrees, fill it with water, and look at a star. And the light from the star, the photons come in. Once they hit the water, they slow down, and the slowing down of the speed actually changes the angle because it's already at a 5 degree angle. So when it hits the water, it slows down, and it would not complete to the eyepiece. It would refract off the inside and not fully go through to be visible on the other side. So, with the water added, light travels in distance through the telescope slower at 3/4 of c. So the telescope travels further at Earth's orbital speed, a distance BE, and the aberration is now greater. Arc sin AD/BE, nice 3, but fails to predict the actual result shown in the right telescope. There's no change in the tilting required. Earth's motion is cause of aberration is simply refuted by Airy's test. The failure to increase aberration with water as the telescope medium instead of air. Airy's failure is in reality a success for geocentricity prediction and the ALFA model, where the flexible ether sidereal rotation explains the result. The deflection occurs in transit due to the sideways ether flow. The light path is bent in space, therefore entering the telescope while the Earth is at rest. So, basically saying that the telescope filled with water changes the speed at 3/4 of c, and with the 5 degree angle would send, if the stars were moving, it would send it off. But if we're staying still, it would come straight through the 5 degrees, no matter the motion. Okay, so it changed the speed slower, but the light's angle continued straight down through the entire telescope, which proved the heavens are moving over us and we are standing still. That's what it proved. I mean, put it simply, it proved geocentricity. Granted, the test was done in 1871, so a lot of globe Earth believers want to be like, oh, well, find a newer experiment. That first of all, why would the time frame in the experiment actually matter? I mean, there are certain circumstances where it would, but this particular circumstance, I don't think really pertains to current date mattering that much. But since I hear these things, it actually put the thought into my head that we can redo this test, this experiment. We can redo this, and I'm really wondering why nobody has redone it yet. That interests me. Anything I've seen, I haven't seen. If anyone's seen a recreation of Airy's failure, please send in the comments or message me that. I'd like to see that. But if there isn't, nobody has seen that, then that's open game, guys. I mean, Kickstarter, just like they're trying to do with the BOB, send BOB to space. I mean, give me a break. But yeah, we can do this. I mean, it doesn't even take that much money and that much effort. I mean, obviously we're gonna put effort into it. That's not what I'm saying. But yeah, I totally think we could recreate Airy's failure and plenty of other, just like the viewing the cities from 60 miles away and the measuring of the curvature and the the non-curvature and the non-parallax, and there's all these sorts of things. But I think Airy's failure, I mean, flat Earth is somewhat easy to prove. I mean, it's in our faces. We ignore it. We're taught to ignore our senses. That's a true meme going around. Of course, we're taught to distrust our senses. That's the cabal depends on that. If we trusted our senses and trusted each other, I don't even think society could have gotten to the point right now. I don't see it with that kind of actual progression for unity and actual care of the human race. I don't even like calling it the human race. I call it the human species because we're done racing. I'm not racing you. You shouldn't be racing me. Who cares who gets there first? Who cares who gets there last? We all leave in the same box, or cremation. Either way, we all leave this body to the infinite, ethers. But yeah, I'm super psyched right now. I want to shout out to Jesse Spots. Cool dude. Check his channel out, Jesse Spots. Patricia Steer. Beautiful vegan lady. Really on her game about the interview stuff. She can interview some people, let me tell you. And let me see who else. Mark Sargent. His clues was one of the first videos that actually helped me realize a lot of things. Who else? Jaronism. Super cool dude. He's really into the NASA, busting NASA's balls and stuff. It's great. Someone I haven't talked to yet, but I see really good stuff on their channel. Flatwater and Mr. Thrive and Survive. Great channels. Everyone's on the ball here. I mean, we can't afford not to be. I mean, not to say there's no time for fun and games, because of course there's. Imagine life without fun and games. But what I'm saying is, it's time. We're at the point. We're past the 3%er. Fragment of society is awake. It's too many people are awake. Right now, as I write this, hundreds of thousands of people are awakening as I'm speaking. I just know, I just feel it. We've broken that precipice point of, underground, mainstream, where are we at? How many more battles do we have? Really, I mean, all the people I just mentioned, all their channels, a lot of work is laid out. And another awesome YouTube channel to check out is one of my mentors that I just appreciate his existence. Just what he's done for our society, I don't think will be forgotten. It'll be timeless wisdom from none other than Santos Bonacci. Yes, shout out Santos. Really appreciate your work. I know I've talked to you a couple times, gave me reading and stuff, but anyway, Airy's failure. Yeah, I really wanna any of my research, I couldn't find a recreation of it, so Kickstarter or whatever, I want to redo it. Why not? It was a great experiment back then. It's a great experiment now, and I think we're ready to just take more action. I mean, internet check, mainstream exposure, B.O.B. check. I don't know. I just feel really good. Great energy, great people. I really enjoy now making these videos. Anyways, if you like my video, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and do the rest. Namaste.